If you are running paid ads right now and they are not converting, I need you to hear something. It is probably not the actual ads. And I know that's not what you want to hear, because you have spent money on these ads, you've tested different creatives, you've tried different audiences, but nothing seems to be working. And every instinct in your body is telling you that, right, it's the ads that's broken, it's the creatives that's broken. But trust me, I have worked with enough businesses at this point to understand that 9 times out of 10, it's actually not the actual ad that's broken, because people are seeing them, people are clicking on them. Traffic is landing on your actual pages. The problem is what is actually happening when they get there. And your landing page, most of the time, is the one thing that's actually losing your clients. And you are blaming the creatives and blaming the ads for it, or blaming the audience, right? And it's like blaming the postman delivering a letter when the actual letterbox is rubbish, right? Delivery was absolutely fine, the messaging was fine, but the platform that they were going to receive that message was diabolical. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down the 5 biggest, most common mistakes that people have in terms of landing pages and converting pages. Because until you fix this, it does not matter how many different creatives that you run it, it does not matter how much money that you spend on it, but it comes down to how this landing page performs. So why do we always blame the ads first? That's the question, right? Because ads are what we are paying for most of the time, right? When you are spending money on advertising, you're spending money on videographers or content creators or editors, or when you are putting the effort into doing it yourself, like, it's really easy to turn around and blame the thing that is going to attract people. But actually the main thing that you need to focus on is your actual funnel, because all an ad's job is to literally get attention. The ad is the hook, right? It says something relevant to you, click here to find out more, right? All it needs to do is basically grab attention and get a click, right? So if an ad is doing that, then it's doing its job. But the actual conversion is the moment that someone actually goes to put an application in, or book a call, or purchase a product. That is all going to come down to what you are saying on the landing page, and that will define whether the actual sale is made or lost, right? And this is why a lot of business owners struggle with ads, because they will focus on the actual wrong thing in the funnel. They'll focus on the creatives rather than fixing the actual pathway to get someone to pay them, right? So they are spending hundreds of pounds on these ads and these testing these different creatives and doing this different stuff, whereas in reality they probably might just need to make one tiny small tweak to their actual funnel or their landing page to get more clear layout, like not objecting people with prices, not saying the wrong thing, running some testing, running some analysis. And you can do this easily, right? So beautiful ads, right, and terrible landing pages, it's never going to work. If you had basic creatives or a great landing page, you'd make a lot more money from it. That's how this system kind of works. So all you want to basically do on that landing page is get to the point in 3 seconds. 3 seconds to isolate what is that person thinking right now. What is it? Is it for me? What do I do next? You want to answer that shit as soon as someone lands on that page. And I'm going to show you a few examples here. If the page does not answer that immediately straight away, then they are going to click off. That is how reactive people will be to this. They will make judgment on your landing page in the first 3 seconds. And this is the same as a website. So if you do not get immediate attention and say the right things and speak to the right people and say the right articulation of your offer, then people are going to drop off that straight away, right? So what I want you to do is I want you to pull up your landing page, right? And I want you to look at it with new, fresh eyes and ask those questions. Can someone who has never heard of you land on this page within 3 seconds, know what you are offering, who is it for, and what they should do next? That, if the answer is no, right, that's why your ads aren't converting. That's why organic isn't converting. It's got nothing to do with the ads. It's the actual page. So I'm going to walk you through now the 5 biggest landing page mistakes that I find, just so we can try and undercover a few as we're going through, because these are the things that will kill conversion, and it will kill costing new clients and growth to your actual business. So number 1 is not having a clear headline. And I know this sounds really basic, but a clear headline and sub-headline is like the most important thing at the top of that page, right? It can't be vague, it can't be smart, it can't be too clever. It literally needs to be as basic as humanly possible. Like, it's not like the future of your wisdom or anything like that, it's like it, or the catalyst to growth. Like, we don't want stuff like that. It's like, this is who we are, this is how we can help, this is how we can act, right? So literally just get straight to the point, and imagine that it is like as simple as, I don't know, get 10 qualified sales calls a month without cold outreach. Like, that simple. Like, mine is copy and paste our AI systems that will be over £100,000 a month in staff wages. So like, really, really simple. So when you compare that to unleash your growth potential, like, yeah, it might sound more exciting, but in reality, the main thing we want from that landing page is just literally to spell out to the person what it is that you are doing, who you actually help, and how they take action. Number two from that point is then to have too many options and too many call to actions. Like, so for me, if I've just got a landing page or a funnel, I want one single directory. Like, I'm not, yeah, you can go down the line having different tripwire funnels and that type of stuff, but for me, I like one focus, one objective, one channel, one direction, and keep everything in one place. Because otherwise what you may find is someone will go through into an application, and then there might be an application button, but then you've got a book a call button down here, then you've got download a lead magnet, then you've got send an inquiry. And from like a consumer's perspective, they are just getting to a point where they're like, well, what on earth is going off here? So if it is a register funnel, you just have your register. If it's a book a call funnel, then you just have book a call. If it's just an application, just have application. Like, make it as simple as humanly possible. One page, one goal, one CTA repeated throughout, right? Do not overcomplicate this in any way, shape or form. Then number three from that point is basically text without structure, right? So this is where people are trying to over-analyze and over-explain what they are doing and how they are doing it, right? So when it comes onto the page, there's got paragraph after paragraph after paragraph. Like, there's no key headers, no key bullet points, no spacing, no visuals, and it's just a wall of words, right? Nobody's going to want to read that. Nobody. Like, one of the first things I do with AI when I process a landing page is I will turn around and say, can you break this down into 5 bullet points per section so even a 5-year-old would understand it? And I'm selling to high performance people, high performance business owners, but you got to think how people consume information online. If they go to that page and it's just block text and there's not something that's in a bullet point, or it's not got a title, or it's not got in bold, or it's not clearly in its own section, like, people are going to get to a point where they're just not actually enjoying spending time on this landing page and spending time on this funnel, so they're just going to come off it straight away. Like, this is how simple it needs to be. Number 4 from that point is making sure that you have social proof right above the fold, right? So what I mean by above the fold is sometimes people will tuck their social proof right down at the bottom of the landing page or right down at the bottom of the funnel, and I'm like, no, like, we want to spell out on our hero section who we are, what we do, how they take action, who we help. From that point, yep, I'm a big fan of talking and articulating a bit of pain, but straight away you want to be hitting some social proof and results, because if people, like, what you have to take into account is people will act because of two things. They will act because they are in pain, and they will act because they have confidence. So if you are talking about the right thing in your hero statement and your sales copywriting and talking about pain, which you can use AI to support you with, 100%, or if you are claiming you have helped X amount of people, then you need to show the trust element of that is actual social proof, testimonial videos, results and screenshots that you've got coming through. Otherwise, again, you've got no authority and people will just drop off their page. Right, and then number 5 is one that basically it drives me mad. It absolutely drives me mad, is when someone has to graft, like literally graft there. It takes them such a long time to just get to a point of finding where the call to action button is. Like, I've seen it before on funnels where it must be 10, 12, 15 pages long, and you're having to go through all this information just to get to a point of apply, right? What you have to take into account is if someone's come from your funnel on an email or organic or paid ad or whatever, they've probably seen your stuff before. In reality, it's probably not going to be the first time that that person has ever digested your content. It'll be very, very, very rare. So you want to make sure that when you've got your hero section, you've literally just got your apply here straight away. Like, I will show my organic funnel, I will show what I've got for a paid ad funnel, I'll show what I've got for some split testing variations, and I'll pop this up on screen so you can see. But like, honestly, the more simple and minimalistic this is for the consumer and prospect, the better. Like, genuinely, like, more simple. You'll literally see the exact examples that I show you, right? But all the best landing pages will just follow the same structure. Clear headline, tells the visitor exactly what they do and why it matters and how they can take action, and get straight into that call to action button. Because some people, like on this topic as well, they might not even want to see results because they've already seen it. They might not want to even see more information because they've already seen it. So they just want to read that hero section, get their confirmation bias that they're happy, and then from that point they can just go into apply now or book or register and just go straight into it. So really, really keep things as simple as humanly possible. Like, often people will come into a landing page or a funnel and they think they need to add as much information on there as humanly possible. I'm going to challenge that. I want you to do the complete opposite. I want you to look at your funnel and your landing page and turn around and say, how can I actually make this even more simple and even more minimalistic with not only the copywriting structure, the design, the headline, the social proof, the pain, the solutions, the proof, the objections, the action. Like, it all follows the same type of structure. Like, but it comes down to, are you actually saying the right thing to the person that you are trying to work with and trying to serve? based on what you are saying on that landing page, can that person even actually understand, right, what you are selling to them or what solution you are giving to them? Right, getting decent click-through rates, it is not difficult. Yeah, you just need to have a lot of different creatives. You've got graphics, you've got carousels, you've got reels, and even meta ads now, like, tells you, even though it's an absolute nightmare for people who do meta ads, like, the meta ads AI is so annoying. But genuinely, just go back to basics, right? Headline, you've got welcome to business, right? What is that? Like, you get that first impact, it's like, hey, you know what I mean? No. As soon as they land on that page, you turn around and be like, this is what we do, this is how we help you, this is who we help, this is how you take action. Like, that is the only thing that you need to put a substantial amount of time and effort into, because most of the time, in that first 3 to 6 seconds, that is the only thing that someone is going to read off the back of clicking in from the actual ad creative. Right, it's got nothing to do with your ads. It has got all to do with your actual landing page and your funnel as well. So when you are coming into the final part of wrapping this up, right, I've seen this when people have gone from, let's just say, 100% content funnel to dropping it down to a 5% content funnel, and they've actually converted like 10 times more off the back of it. That's how confident I am with this stuff, by just going back to the basics. Like, pull it up on your phone, pull it up on your desktop. Like, that's another big common problem I see, is people build incredible desktop landing pages. Who goes onto a landing page on the desktop nowadays? I do, because I sit on a computer all day. But most of the time, people are just going to come up and they're going to open up on the phone. So have you actually got your landing page in your funnel optimized for people looking at a mobile viewing? Like, all I want you to take from this video as the main thing is, like, take the consumer into account, right? Don't care about trying to put yourself on a pedestal and present what you are doing at the most high level situation known to man. I literally want you to just spell this out to them in the most simple, easy format, talking their language, talking to their point, presenting what you do at high level, making it simple, making it user friendly, and then, right, make sure you've got an easy split test. So, because literally, by the way, guys, you can build this within 30 seconds with AI now. You can even build not only the actual copy and content for it, but the HTMLs to insert into a Go High Level account, and also then get a split test variation with a HTML and pull it into it. Like, all of this is not hard work now. It's just about doing it right and having the intuition and business acumen to make sure that you are doing it right. And this is the difference between spending a substantial amount of money on paid ads and not getting much response from it, and also spending less money and actually having a higher response. And that's what I want. I want the path of least resistance. The path of least resistance to improve your meta ads campaign will all come back down to your actual landing page performance. Most of the time, if someone sees a creative from someone new and it's a half decent creative, people are nosy, people are generally interested. So what we need to do is we need to get to a point of having that little bit of percentage interest to get onto that page to then get them to convert. And that is all going to come from your landing page, guys. And like I said, with the copywriting for this, for the design for this, for literally every single part of this entire process, plus every single else in your business, like, AI can support you with that. But if you went onto AI and said, give me a high level landing page, opt-in page funnel, it'd give you a funnel which goes against every single thing that I'm talking about in this video. And that's what I mean by this is not just about having AI to do stuff for you and help, but you need to have the experience, you need to have the business acumen. So I would absolutely love it if you would want to find out more about what we do at the Coach Consultant, so we can provide you with the copy and paste SOP setup systems for every single thing that you need inside of Claude Code, Claude Cowork, and Claude Projects, alongside building a personal brand and fighting against that, and like everything else, guys. Like, it's not just AI what we do, it is business intelligence, it is strategy, it is support, and it is community. And I would absolutely love to see you on the inside of my program at some point. And if you're not subscribing to my YouTube channel, guys, please subscribe. I'm really pumping a lot of videos out for you at the moment, if you've not noticed, and reels on this page. I'd love to try and get to a 5,000 subscribers at some point, in all fairness. But if you do want to do that, subscribe. And then if not, guys, and you want to find out more about our program, then go to the description. You can see our information on our website, book a call. I'd love to see you inside.